All right, blessed family, let's take a live look at EUR/USD. Today is Sunday, June 4th. Crazy how time flies. We're already in summer. With that being said, let's just dive right in, team. Let's take a look. So what were we seeing? We were seeing that EUR/USD is creating higher lows. Okay. You can see that this is a low over here, and we have a higher low right over here. Okay. Now we could see potentially price start giving us another potential leg to the upside. However, I still feel that that's not going to be the case just yet. I do feel that we may see EUR/USD start to shift into a range. This is the daily time frame. So as you guys know, if you guys have been following me for a while, you guys know I always like to look at the bigger picture, because this way we're able to scope out the market from a different perspective. It's kind of like being in a crowd, but when you stand out from the crowd and you look at it from a different point of view, where not everyone is all there crowded at once, you're able to kind of see things that other people that are inside of the crowd don't see, right? So this is why it's really important, and I always point this out. So I think that if we look to the left over here, we can see on EUR/USD, make sure you guys pay close attention to this. Actually, on EUR/USD over here in the past, what had happened? Did we see an instant push to the upside, like a level of demand? No. In fact, we saw that price gave us a push to the upside, and then it pushed back down, gave us another impulse to the upside, and then what happened? The bears pushed price back down again. We had three double bottoms here at the point at this bottom point area. You can see that this level of support held really well. However, it was tested multiple times, right? So it didn't just push to the upside or give us this huge impulse to the upside that easily. We can also see that on the daily, we're already seeing, EUR/USD give us a bearish candle open here on the daily. And if we narrow this down to the 4-hour time frame, I told you guys that it was going to potentially reject this area. Not only that, we have been trending bearish for quite some time here on EUR/USD, even on the 4-hour time frame. So I'm really going to be critical of where it is right now. You can see that pretty much this line that I've drawn here, if it were to close back in on this line, then yes, we may see price give us an impulse to the upside. However, and probably breaking out these highs. However, it may give us an impulse back down to this lower end. So we just have to wait and see what happens, team, overall. But yes, we have kind of broken this downwards momentum, and we are kind of like breaking and retesting this area. If it were to break and close below these lows over here, then yes, I think EUR/USD may come back down and retest this lower end here at 1.06 level area, around the 1.06300. But overall, I think we may be looking at a potential impulse to the upside eventually. It just really depends on what ends up happening here. So like I said, if it does break below this area, then we may see EUR/USD come back down to this lower end here in range in the bigger picture before it gives us an impulse to the upside. Again, this is the 1-hour time frame. If we go back up to the 4-hour time frame, we could see that this is also a significant area. So if we look at the past, you can see that it was resistance, support, resistance, and we come up here. So this is a pretty significant area where price has been respected in the past, right? So we'll wait and see. I think that it may come down and create some sort of a wick, and if we see that rejection, which is what we're looking for, and if I actually pull out my Fibonacci, you'll be able to see from the lows to the highs that this is pretty much at our golden zone. So it's pretty much coming to our 0.50 and 0.618 level structure. So what I would like to see as a trader is wick rejections from here, and then maybe see maybe like a huge wick rejection, and then maybe see it kind of break above these highs here, or just a bullish candle engulfing the previous candle, even on the smaller time frames like the 1-hour. So if I put this on the 1-hour time frame, we may just kind of wait and see after we get a rejection from this golden zone area here, which is our 0.50 and 0.618. I would like to see price give us some sort of a strong impulse candle. If I get a strong bullish candle breaking above the previous high, then that will give me enough confirmation to maybe start targeting these highs up here. And again, it is Sunday, team, so that's something that we do have to keep in mind, that I'm not going to get much volume right now, but maybe tomorrow morning, on Monday morning at 7 a.m., New York Open, we might see a nice bullish momentum here. It might just range here right now, but give us some sort of a bullish momentum confirmation that we may continue to go higher. So that's really what I see here for EUR/USD, team. For this week, we may be looking at potential buys. However, like I said, we do need to see rejection from this level. Again, if we always look at the higher time frames, this is how we're able to understand kind of where we're at in the markets. Also, something to keep in mind, team. Why am I looking at potential buys? Well, because we're looking at the bigger picture. We were trending to the downside for the longest time here on EUR/USD until we got an impulse push. And not only that, we have our 200 moving average starting to scoop price up on the daily time frame. So this is quite significant. Look at the 200 moving average. What is it doing? It's trending below price. So technically right now, I'm looking for buy opportunities, right? I'm looking for long opportunities. The thing you have to be careful is something like this happening, right? Where we might get into an area where we're kind of stuck into a range, right? So I'm not going to just start looking for buys automatically. I'm going to probably trade within this range area here. This is the daily, but if we narrow it down to the 4-hour time frame or even the 1-hour time frame, this will start making making more sense. Now, where would be an area of target? Like I said, these highs here are the highs I want to break. So I would say definitely looking at buys longer term once we break above these highs here on Euro USD. But again, I want to see price kind of, either range or reject this area here, which is, this is an significant area of support. Again, we could see price do something like this where it gives us a little bit more of an extensive pullback, where it may come back down here, create some sort of a wick, give us an impulse to the upside, and then finally break the structure for continuation to the upside. Could be a possibility. Again, there's so many factors that could happen right now. We also need to factor in that this area, when it does come potentially to this area, it might reject again. That's why I drew this area here, where it may come back up to this high and still reject it once more before it gives us an impulse to the upside, right? So there's so many ways to look about it, but if you notice this in the bigger picture, it could be shifting into range. Right, the downwards pressure, okay, this downwards momentum that you see over here on the left, okay, right here, is starting to die off. We're starting to see that the bulls are starting to come back in, the bears are starting to lose their momentum. Now, obviously, this candle is really important, right? If this candle closes really bearish, and I mean, if it knocks out these lows, then that's completely going to change my bias. But I will keep you guys updated as to what I think may happen here for Euro USD. In the meantime, guys, if you have any questions, let me know what you think about Euro USD. Do you think Euro USD is going to keep in this range, or if it's going to break out to the upside? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Also, if you haven't joined in the family, guys, make sure you guys subscribe and smash the like button, guys, if you enjoy these videos. That way I can continue to create more and more videos, and it does help the algorithm, and it helps me outreach more to other traders and help our community grow. And if you haven't already, guys, make sure you guys check out my VIP Inner Circle. That is an amazing community that I have with my students, and also our free Telegram group, guys. Make sure you're connected, make sure you're involved. Make sure you guys check that out. The links are all in the video description below, and I look forward to seeing you guys until the next video. Thank you so much, guys. Have yourself a blessed day. Bye for now.